In this video, I'm going to show you how to transfer money from one bank to another bank using a check. If you have never written a check before, don't worry. I'll explain every step clearly, starting from the top of the check and moving all the way to the bottom so you don't accidentally miss anything. The first step is writing the current date. You will find the date section at the top right corner of the check. Simply write today's date there. Using the correct date helps both you and the person or bank receiving the check keep proper and accurate financial records. It also makes sure the check is processed without delays. The second step is filling in the payee. On the line that says pay to the order of, write the full name of the person or organization you are sending money to. If you are transferring money to your own account at another bank, then you should write your own full name exactly as it appears on your bank documents. Writing the correct name is very important because even a small mistake can cause the check to be rejected or delayed. The third step is writing the amount in numeric form. On the right side of the check, there is a small rectangular box. This is where you will write the exact amount of money you are transferring in numbers. Always start writing from the far left side of the box. This prevents anyone from adding extra numbers and helps protect you from fraud. For example, if you are writing a check for $100.15, you should write $100.15 with the 1 touching the left border of the box. The fourth step is writing the amount in words. This line is located just below the payee name. Take your time and write the full amount in capital letters, because capital letters are harder to change or alter. This written amount is considered the official amount of the check. That means if there is ever a difference between the numbers you wrote in the box and the words you write on the line, the bank will legally follow the amount written in words. For example, you would write $100 and $1,500. You don't need to use the word cents because the fraction format already covers it. It is also faster and much cleaner to write it this way. The fifth step is signing the check. In the bottom right corner, there is a line for your signature. Make sure you sign using the same signature that your bank has on file. If your signature looks different or is unclear, the bank may reject the check entirely. The signature is one of the most important parts of the check, because without it, the check is not valid and cannot be processed. The sixth and final step on the check is the memo line. This part is optional, but it can be useful for your own record keeping. The memo line is in the bottom left corner, and you can write a simple note explaining what the check is for. You might write something like bank transfer, deposit to personal account, or anything that helps you remember the purpose of the check. The memo line does not affect how banks process the check, but it is a helpful reminder for future reference. Once your check is fully filled out, it is time to complete the actual transfer. Take the check to the bank where the money needs to be deposited. When you arrive, ask for a check deposit slip. Every bank provides these, and they are required when you deposit a check into an account. Fill out the deposit slip with your name, your account number, the check number, the bank branch, and the currency amount. Attach the check to the slip and hand both to the cashier at the counter. Some banks also have check collection boxes where you can drop the check and slip together. After submitting everything, you simply wait for the check to clear. Transfers between two different banks typically take between 1 to 3 working days, depending on bank policies and branch timings. Once the check clears, the money will automatically be credited to the receiving account. And that's the complete process of transferring money from one bank to another using a check, explained step by step in a simple and clear way.